Lazar looked over the demon horde as it progressed. They were highly resistant to most diseases and poison, but that didn't mean that they were unaffected by it. The demon horde was slow, most of them dealing with cramps and stomach flus that they had seemed to catch over the last couple of weeks. Lazar smiled as the afternoon turned to night. Among the demon horde were his own DCA soldiers. It had been easy for them to get into the camp. The demon horde didn't care who walked beside them. They just weighed whether it was worth stabbing them for what they had or not. The demon horde was growing in strength, due to their uncaring murder of one another to take another's belongings and food or to eat them. "Tonight's the night," Krenua stood beside Lazar. "That it is," Lazar said. "I am surprised that it has taken the horde so long to start making leaders. If either of the plans are pulled off, then it will be the beginning of the end. It does feel good to have a purpose once again. When seeing the demon horde, I can understand why the trust that we've built up within the Devil's Crater army is so useful. Without it, we wouldn't be much better than the rabble down there," Krenua said, a look of disgust on his face. Lazar grunted in agreement, taking one more look at the advancing horde. Some were trying out their ability at flying, but it took time to understand how to do it properly. It also made beginner flyers vulnerable. It was easy to throw a rock at a new flyer and bring them to the ground, stunned and weakened for another attack. Only the strongest demons, those who had grouped together or were just plain stupid, tried out flying. "Without their aerial abilities, we're going to be able to bleed them on the ground. Their loss of mobility is going to be essential for completing this. Make sure that you target the winged ones first. There are only a third of them with wings, most of them with wounded wings. You can see the winged ones starting to group together, as we had within our own horde when we crossed these plains. You and your brothers were the first of us to learn how to not only fly, but to fight while flying," Krenua said. "Exactly. Wings give them mobility and advantages. Tonight, we'll take out the leaders among the demon horde. The more chaos within their ranks, the longer it will take them to reach Devil's Crater, and the more we can bleed them." Lazar's stony features turned into a cold, pleased smile. "I'll head down to the rest of the groups waiting. It will feel good to cut these ingrates down a bit." Krenua looked over the 2 million-strong demon horde. His heart beat fast, a mix of excitement of battle and the fear of death that followed it. "Good luck, Krenua. Bring me their heads." Lazar held out his arm. Krenua braced forearms with the general. "We'll sow the ground with their blood," Krenua promised. Lazar nodded. Krenua headed down the hill that they were using to watch the slowing demon horde, getting ready to make camp for the night. Krenua jogged through the forest, his footfalls light as he made nearly no sound in his movements. It was only through his mini-map that he was able to find the demons assigned to the mission. Every demon from Lazar's brigade. They had traded their service clothes for rags in most places. For this mission, the beastkin were held back, as a very last resort. For this to go off without a hitch, the demon horde would have to think that their leadership was killed from within. Krenua waited, looking over his interface, checking the linked scouts that were updating the map constantly with where the demon horde's people were. The demons who had already inserted themselves into the demon horde camp also ran updates on certain high-value targets. Dusk turned into night. Demons tried to hunt food down. Brawls started between the hungriest. With no meat to be found, the demon horde was not averse to killing their own and cooking them for sustenance. Still, the DCA waited. The night came, and the biggest fights came and went. Darkness descended as the demon horde started to fall asleep. The night's air smelled metallic, telling of the victims who had already fallen.